It's Brooke, and I'm back. I have a special guest.
It's
It's
me!
it's Tessa. Okay, so we're finally, not finally for you, but finally for us, gonna be watching the second Fast and Furious movie. If you somehow didn't figure that out from the thumbnail, that's what we're watching today. Okay, we're watching Too Fast, Too Furious. The plan for us is to record these when we can, and then when I have a bunch of them, I'm gonna start releasing them. So it's not as much of a wait for all of y'all. But if you are a Patreon member or a YouTube member for the edited ones, but definitely a Patreon member for uncut, you're getting these way earlier than everybody else. Just so I can start having the uncuts ready to go into editing.
Heck
So
yeah.
you guys get stuff way early over there. As you'll see, you also get your names on the screen, whether you're Patreon or a YouTube member. Your name is up here. YouTube members definitely get. Sometimes they even get better early access to the edited versions. They just don't get uncut, but then they also get emotes and they get a little hazel badge next to
Ah,
their name.
the little
So
hazel
it's kind
badge.
of like different tiers on different websites, and it's all up to you what you want and what you prefer. Or if you want to be a paid member at all, you don't have to be. You can help the channel for free by doing one very simple thing, which is subscribing, because I am still a small channel. So I still unlock stuff on YouTube for subscriber
Gotta
goals.
go subscribe. Gotta go subscribe.
Um and then you can also check Tessa out if you want to. She streams
I
over on
do
Twitch.
stream over
I
on
know.
Twitch.
Competing platform. It is scary. No. But we're hoping now that I can stream, I have a computer that can do that we can do some of that together as well in the future.
Absolutely. Maybe
Um
we'll revisit making every Twilight character in The Sims, which we did when
that
we
would
were
be
little
iconic.
kids.
Iconic. We can make the
On
Buffy characters too and
Yeah,
make it
oh, that would be really fun. We'll make
make
all
it
the fast we could make all the Fast and Furious. Let us know if you got
we let you guys vote on one character from each movie, and then we make them play
we
Big
make
Brother
them
in The
play
Sims.
yeah. Let us know if you want to see that content on YouTube Gaming.
You
I'm
get that
down for it.
champion.
I'm very
That
much down for
champion.
it.
Um,
So for
my
us in
Sims
the real
addiction isn't
world,
crazy.
it's been um two
3 months.
2 3 months. Yes, that's right. It is officially December now.
Uh
So
huh.
my brain's still stuck in November, but I guess it is December now. Happy holidays.
Yeah, so we kind of do have to reflect on what you remember from the first film.
I remember that one scene where he picks up Gina Rodriguez on top of the car. And I was like, "Ooh, damn." Maybe Vin Diesel does have a little bit of sauce to him. But
So
I think it's mostly
yeah.
just her. No, okay, I remember that it was a little bit more grounded than I was expecting the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
the movie to be. We were street racing. The rival gangs just like showed up randomly in the middle of the movie with little to no
Yeah,
explanation.
lots of random violence for
Um
sure. That doesn't really go away.
They absolutely hated the new guy just for, being around. But then he was kind of a dick.
He did turn out to be an undercover cop.
Yeah, I do
But
remember
he let
that.
Vin Diesel go at the end of the movie, which
He let Vin
was
Diesel go.
technically
I
illegal.
remember the absolutely insane um scene where they're like hanging off the like semi truck.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
their
when the
big
movie
action
it's
scene
the
for
big
sure.
action sequence, and it's for me. I was very lucky and blessed that I actually hadn't. The only like gifs and clips that I had seen from that scene were like
Mhm.
close-ups, so I truly had no idea the insanity of the scene that they were from.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. I was like, oh, I've seen this bit where they're like looking out the window at each other, but I didn't realize it was in a high-speed chase with a semi truck.
With Vince
Um,
hanging
with
off.
him hanging off at one point was a wild realization for me. I
I will
enjoyed
say
it.
this movie, um, you are probably there's only one returning character, I believe.
Is Paul Walker's character in this one as well?
Paul Walker's character is in this one.
Okay.
Um, they
I've
actually
seen the poster.
Yeah,
So,
one of my fun facts is up until very close to filming of this movie, they had two scripts. One with Vin Diesel and one without, because he had not agreed to sign on to the movie, and he instead decided to go do Riddick because he didn't like the script enough, is what he said.
Wow.
Is what he has said,
That's what he said.
despite the fact that there is some tension between him and a new character you will meet in this movie,
Okay.
because this person agreed to do the movie. Even though Vin Diesel didn't want to do it, he was mad that this person did it.
That they took his role
His
essentially,
spot,
but his spot,
basically.
like, it's not like he was recast.
He was not recast. This is a completely new character.
I know. That's wild.
So he didn't like become Dom Toretto or anything. They still had tension between them from this.
That's so funny.
Vin Diesel is kind of a
Such
big
a
baby.
prima donna. Absolutely.
He really is.
Such a diva. We
Um,
love that. We're still trying to get Brooke to watch Riddick just for funsies, you know. Not for recording, just for fun.
Let us know if you want us to record it, though. That'd be the only way it happened.
But yeah,
You
that's
just want me to watch more Vin Diesel. As I'm like, can you watch every Fast and the
as
Furious
I'm
movie?
being
This
made
is the one.
as I'm being made to watch every Fast and the Furious movie.
These are good. I don't know what you're talking about. I will say the one thing we also picked up on last time is we both felt the movie was really gay.
It was really, yes, that's right.
And kind of,
That's
it not
right.
meant
I
to be
completely
gay,
forgot about that. We
but
both.
it felt gay. In
I
that way that
see
gym bros
gay,
are
I
so
saw gay.
obsessed with each other that you're like,
Yeah.
are you sure you don't just want to be together?
Yeah, I do remember that when we were watching it on the couch together, I'm now remembering we kept being like, why is there sexual tension off the charts in this
Yeah.
scene?
If you skipped our reactions to the first movie, you have to go back and watch it because we actually got to do it in person.
We did.
So there is a little bit of a different vibe to it there.
It'll probably be the best one of the series, but we'll see. Hey, by the time we record one of the other, but by the time we record one of the other ones, maybe we'll be in person again. Who knows?
You'll be like, I'm back in America.
Who knows?
I will say, I'm gonna read one Letterboxd review. The
oh
top
yes,
Letterboxd
that's right. We
review.
said we were gonna do this.
4.5 stars. They like the movie. This is the gayest film of all time.
Okay, so this is why you
stop.
brought up us remembering there was weird sexual tension.
Yeah. So
I also remember
there was
one
a lot
point
in the last one. There was a lot of mesh.
Yes, a lot of mesh. That's the outfits were very queer. That's what I was remembering. I was like, these outfits are kind of killing it. Like if you wore them today, that you would be killing it. It's come back around, but also I would think you were gay.
Yeah, 100%.
I would think you were killing it, but I would think you were gay.
100%. And yeah, so I think it'll be interesting. There will be people in the comments who may not agree with me, but I will defend this movie. Because, and I'll be the only one to defend it. I've watched this movie with a lot of people. A lot of people are like, this movie's bad. And I'm like, this movie is pretty camp. And it sets up for what this series will become. But it's not there yet. It's not like one of the movies.
Right.
But it's like you see it. And then when you've watched them all and you go back and you watch this movie, you're like, oh my God.
This is what we were saying about Step Up 2, that Step Up is its own movie, and then Step Up 2 begins the format for what a Step Up movie is.
The formulification. It starts in this film.
It starts in this one. Well, I'm excited to get started.
Despite when they get full formula being very different.
Yeah.
I think it starts in this film, and then I think the aesthetic starts in the next film.
Got it.
A little bit. But we'll get there.
I'm ready for it.
We'll get there. Let us start.
Let us
Too
begin.
Fast.
Too
Furious.
Furious.
Oh, it's such a good name, bro.
It's a great name.
It might have one of the best names.
I do remember the music was popping in the first one as well.
The music's always popping.
I know, but I remember saying I liked it.
On the float. On the float.
On the float.
This one does not take place in LA.
It doesn't.
I will say that. Can you tell where it takes place?
Is it Miami?
Giant sign that says Miami. The neon.
The neon is cool. Too fast. Too furious.
Oh my God, my favorite car.
Car, slay. I didn't actually know he was in this series.
My queen.
Devin Aoki! Woo!
Who did not have a driver's license during this
Incredible.
movie.
That's it, baby. Sigan brillando. Esto es mío. Come on, Tess. Let's get this
Oh my
race
god, he's in
rolling.
Prison Break.
man, what
Having
the
watched
fuck,
that
man?
since watching these movies.
Mami, tú sabes que tú no tienes nada en ese...
Wait a second. Why don't I just find y'all a fourth and we settle this on the streets, huh?
Gotta.
Anybody
broke in and cleaned out your crib, boy. What you gonna do? Act a fool.
Why has he got a telephoto lens?
Camera.
I mean, listen, I'm not that big. I don't know that much about photography. Maybe it is normal, but I'm like, that thing looked like what you take sports photography with, and he's got it right up against her face. Like, they're not really, like, I guess they're his friends, but doesn't really say. It's just like, seems like they're random people.
Yeah.
What's up, Tess?
What's happening, dude?
Thanks for the invite.
No problem at all, man. Just remember me when you wax, alright?
They got deep pockets?
35 large.
3-5. No más de ahí. Seguro.
I also
They
carry
gotta-
around 35k.
Yeah, and they also have to make him speak in
Either that or
Spanglish.
you can go home, bruh.
Yeah, you know, because he's cool.
So that we know that he's the Latin character. Holy shit, I had no
Race
idea.
time, babies.
Y'all this evening.
Oh. The spray paint as well, the airbrushing.
I got this.
Oh.
Got the cool eye shots.
Oh yeah, for sure. This race is insanely filmed, but I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, we gotta have every single little close up.
Why can't my Jeep spit out pink flames?
Their little display.
Yeah, girl! Whee!
Ugh. No, I was gonna say it's very 2003. I feel to do the like roaming cam between all of the
Oh
stuff.
my god,
like,
it's so crazy.
like,
There's
pew,
so
pew,
many cuts. It's like they're like the cuts make it feel fast, and I'm like they make me feel sick sometimes.
yeah, like we need to roam all the way around this car and then back to this guy's face and then underneath the other car and then back again in 0.03 seconds.
There is a charm to it.
I know. I'm okay with it. The music.
Full stretch, baby.
His
Oh,
nos.
he's got the nos. Let's go.
Gotta go, dog!
Uh-oh.
He's going. The only thing with this really long street race is that like no one got to see most of the race. You
I
just saw them
always
leave and
think
you see them
that.
come in.
So, is it implying that they weren't told about this ahead of time?
Bridge.
Take a look at it.
Because he's like, how do you
Paul
like
Walker,
that? A little finale. Like, come on.
Yeah, because Paul Walker just said my favorite line in the movie. He sees the bridge and he goes, "Bridge."
Bridge.
And I think that's their way of telling us they didn't know this was about to
Yeah,
happen.
it's fall off the bridge.
They
and
just
explode
die.
and die. I know that it was a thing in the first movie as well, but I always think about how much like it costs to repair these fucking cars after they've done this.
Yeah.
Straight behavior.
Oh,
Here we
Paul
go.
Walker. You're so easy.
What's that?
There's
She
a
just
pretty
stared-
lady.
She just stared at him as well. She didn't even do anything at all.
He's like, "Do you like Snapple?" Uh-oh. What an idiot.
I'm not gonna say who, but that did actually happen to a friend I had in high school.
People, they just harpooned his fucking car.
Police department's budget's gone up this year to deal
Budget.
with street racing.
budget. I
Oh my
never
god,
doubt
it's
in.
Harry!
I
It's-
never.
It's Dexter's dad, you guys! It's Dexter's dad!
I never doubt.
Wait!
What?
It actually takes place in Miami, and Dexter's dad is actually a cop. He's the same character.
It's the same man.
It's the
the
same
same
guy.
universe as Dexter.
This takes place in the same universe as Dexter, the serial killer that kills other serial killers. That's Dexter's dad right
Listen.
there.
What I was gonna say is I never like they could give police the craziest fucking gadget in the world, and I just go, yeah, that makes sense. They got a big budget. Like this thing does not exist in real life, and I'm like, yeah, it probably does actually.
Honestly,
It might now.
especially with like the military stuff, I'm like, sure.
Oh yeah,
Whatever,
that's like
man.
Alias. My Patreon exclusive show is like a spy thriller from the
Yeah.
early 2000s, and they do have this crazy like spy tech, and they have a whole thing in that show with like insane prophecy and stuff. So I always forget it's not in like the regular world until something crazy sciencey happens. Like they have these insane gadgets, and I'm like, no, that makes sense for the American government.
That checks out. That checks out.
But it just makes me laugh so hard. Trade them, which is why we
I know
love
they've
Paul
got
Walker.
him sat in here like in a
We need
police
him.
briefing. Like
They need him.
Great job of getting us this far. I'm just here to help get them over the top.
I was able to get an agent in undercover, working travel and logistics for him. Recently, Verone put her in charge of finding some new drivers.
Right, although we can't confirm her status right
Yeah.
Obstruction of
You
justice.
go to
aiding and
jail.
abetting, you know the rap sheet. Now we can make this all go away in the interest
Like,
of justice.
be so for real, Paul Walker.
If
They
you
just
will
pulled you
play
in
ball.
for illegal street racing, Brian. Like,
Yeah, and you let a
he's so-
criminal
What's the idea?
escape.
be so
Sounded
for
nice,
real.
supposed to be
Like,
street
what
racers.
happens if you
That's
don't?
right.
Do this. I mean,
Yeah,
seriously,
you're
this
gonna
is
get
what
him
we
fucking
do.
killed
Y'all
with
guys
that
are
guy.
And we'll get someone else.
No way, man.
No more soda for you, you dumbass.
The only way I'll
Dumbass.
do this is if I get to pick
Maybe
one.
look stupid. Let him pick the guy.
Who you got in mind?
Okay.
So then, how's he out here smashing up cars?
He lives in
He lives
it.
100 yards away. So is this the guy that Vin Diesel has beef with?
Yeah, I think they've squashed it now.
Oh, that's good. Vin
But
Diesel was
he
probably
had
like,
beef at the time for way too longer than he should have.
he was probably like, man, I'm bald. That's like my thing.
I'm the bald guy
I'm
in
the
Fast
bald
and
guy.
the Furious.
Actually, he's
so,
not
like,
completely bald in the first one. We talked about that as well.
Yeah, that's true. He is from here on out.
Yeah.
But
He was like,
Yeah,
that's my
they
thing.
had
They
beef,
literally took
like-
my.
and by beef, I mean I think it was pretty one-sided. Oh, he did not look happy to see Brian.
No, he Whoa! didn't.
Yeah, but now
That means he can punch
he's
him
not
in the
gonna get
face.
assaulted for hitting
Yeah.
an officer.
I get it.
Babies. Men emoji.
Still fight like.
Honestly,
I need you to come to Miami.
best
and drive
kind
with me.
of
If you do, they'll take off that anklet and they'll clear your entire
best
leg.
kind of
get
MLM
3 years in
tension
jail.
when they're exes, but they have to
3 years
work
in jail.
together. Like, ooh,
That
that's
is this movie.
know
some
you
good
got
shit.
it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't.
Maybe you don't.
Guys
Maybe you
finished?
don't.
This deal legit.
That's right.
You alright?
We just met.
You might want to keep your eyes on the road, Playboy.
Honestly,
We're gonna crash?
thanks for saying that because it really pisses me off in movies. That is funny though.
It's gonna piss you off.
At least they're acknowledging it. No, this doesn't piss me off because they acknowledged it.
You got that from me.
See, he's mad because
I
that's what he
love
used to woo Brian.
I love it. I love it. So good. There's nothing better than a I taught him that trick.
Yeah, I
Like,
taught-
¿Entiendes?
Inmediatamente.
Gracias.
Vamos.
She said entiende this in Spanish to make sure that they understood her English, which she inexplicably used a half a second.
Yeah, she could have just talked to them in Spanish, but you know.
Then they would have had to put subtitles up on the screen.
First team back here with the package will have an opportunity to work for me. What do you say, we got to audition? Nobody's got a gun to your head. That's it.
Driver's licenses. Pass them up. Before Christmas, guys.
Muévanse, go!
Me getting anxious when they get too close in a movie about racing. I'm like, oh! Ah, that was close to that car.
You're not racing each other. You two are a team. But they're just so obsessed with each other.
They're driven by the competition.
Oh yeah, you think you're the bomb?
I mean, that is what I do, though. If you're like, you do talk to yourself. Be like, yo, oh, he's dead.
That guy's fucking dead.
That guy is dead,
Boom,
bro. Maybe him as well. That's not a good crash.
No. They got this.
Crazy ass white boy. Oh shit.
You're not wrong.
Idiot. Almost missed the fucking exit.
Too busy flirting with your ex-boyfriend.
We see how it is.
I get it. You're both pretty.
So many boats.
What is he laughing at in that situation?
Don't know.
They just did a
bro.
turn. Like, he didn't even laugh him or something. He was laughing like he laughed him. He didn't. Maybe they're just having fun. What is that line?
We hungry.
We hungry.
That's his personality for the rest of the fucking films. Rome likes to eat food.
I mean, Slay. He's gotta, keep up his calorie count for those muscles. I think it's easy.
Oh, his lipstick.
It's in a cigar cut. It's a cigar and a cigar cutter. It was a test all along.
Yeah, they got shot at for a cigar. It's a nice cigar.
You do that for a job.
No shit.
Make it 100
Like-
G's a piece, Poppy.
You need to take us to your very rich house.
Obviously. Your pockets ain't nervous.
Hey. Don't ever touch me.
Ours are empty. Like I said, we hungry.
What a wild way to phrase that. Like,
Here on out, I do the talking.
Like to me, you want to do a little more than that.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
It means you're always getting in trouble over a female, Brian.
Damn.
giving gay misogynist vibes.
Yeah, it's like, how dare you also like females?
Giving very much I'm gay and a misogynist because of it. You're always getting in trouble over females. Don't you know that brotherhood should come first above everything? And that's a totally normal way to feel about your best bro.
Yeah.
Who is leaving.
I should always come first.
I should always come first. And that is a normal heterosexual feeling to have for my best bro. Gotta
God.
You see that Cadillac across the street over there? Yeah, well, they've been on us ever since we left Verone's house.
Hey man, I clean your windshield, buddy.
He's fucking funny. I like his character, honestly. He's insane, but in a very funny way. I think it's
Kiss my ass, putos.
Yeah. You shouldn't have gotten involved.
honestly, yeah, I agree. What the fuck were they doing showing up there? Like,
You could have got them caught.
they absolutely could have blown this
You shouldn't have
cover.
shown up like you did. What, you didn't know Verone was testing us?
No, I thought you punks were running.
Run!
What's that?
Fuentes? Verone's tapping her.
Tapping her how?
That is crap.
Oh.
And what you talking about, homeboy? We know what we seen.
So what do you think, O'Connor? You think she's compromised? You should know.
What's that supposed to mean?
What, you mean your old pal O'Connor didn't tell you?
Drama.
He flipped on Bilkins in
You,
L.A.
bruh, you let your man Markham do that shit again in front of
Got
Barone?
sandwiches.
That's gonna be our ass.
I know, man. I know. It's getting thick real quick, and we may need a way out. We got to come up with some kind of exit strategy.
Exit strategy, huh?
Yeah.
I like the way that sounds. What you got in mind?
I don't know, man. But we need 2 more cars.
Slips.
Loser walks home.
We came to race. We'll load them up then.
Why would you be willing? I guess they just have too much pride, but they already beat you on a highway.
I know.
All right, check it out. There's
So
no
maybe
way
they think they'll be faster without the
Heavy's
other
putting
cars
out
and
about
stuff.
425,
Maybe, I don't.
and that yank will snap a speed on about 5 seconds flat. So, I mean, we're gonna have to pull something out.
Oh, but look, his car shakes.
American muscle. Your engine ain't as big as your mouth.
It's kind of that line is kind of a sleigh.
Kitty! They're racing! She's like, look at me now.
It's like I was very calmly just there.
Look at that.
Oh shit! They almost
They're
hit each
racing.
other. She's so enthused. Just look at those
Like,
airplane
I'm
ears.
tired. Look
I
at
feel-
them cars.
Well, forgetting numbers.
Lick that girl on the swing right there.
Like, what does that mean?
You guys did something
I don't. I don't
Does
know.
that mean like forgetting?
Stand men.
Forget the only possible thing I could think is that mean like for like getting numbers or something. Damn,
I
bro, do you have a
guess.
pen? Like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
potential in here. Like to, but even still, like, well, I don't know. Would you not?
Yeah, I guess it was 2003. I guess you still had to give people your home number, like your landline.
Well, there was some cell phones because
Yeah.
I made this mistake in the beginning movie when I was like, do they even how do they even? And you were like, it's not 1991, Tessa, it's 2000. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe they just write them down instead of putting them in each other's phone.
That's the only thing that I could think he could possibly
But you're
be
here to work, sir.
alluding to because they're going like, there's a lot of potential, and then he goes, damn, bro, you got a pen? That's what else could he possibly mean?
I don't know.
So I can draw all these pretty girls.
Yeah, he's gonna draw pictures for them.
With hired help.
What else could he
What's that
possibly
mean?
mean? To be fair, if you're doing a bunch of illegal shit and then your friend becomes a cop out of nowhere, like, are you not gonna?
Draw.
How you doing? Good. Enjoying your night?
Look at these big ass couches.
She's gonna just look incredibly sexy on it and just stare at them having a conversation. That's her job.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
You see the blonde sitting with the gentleman right here.
okay, you're right. Why did the first line of his accent sound like he was a James
So weird.
James
He's
Bond
the-
villain,
Got
and then
the worst
and
accent.
then he switched back into speaking normally. He was like, "You see, you
It's
see
weird.
the blonde over there." Like,
He's the worst actor in the film.
he was about to
Despite
do
the fact Paul Walker says everything exactly the same.
At least he's consistent. He just went.
Yeah,
"You
but then Paul Walker
see?"
does the cute little cheeky smile, and you're like, oh.
He does his funny lines a little bit different.
Yeah.
His serious lines he gives it, but he just went, "You see, Mr. Bond over," and then flipped immediately to the blonde over there.
Yeah, it's
What are we
fucking
doing?
crazy.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Let's take a walk. Come on.
Why did she change
Now we're leaving.
her whole face, like as if? I know there was that's meant to be like for us, the audience, to see,
Yeah,
but like
Bitch, don't change your face.
like as if she's not good enough to not change her face the minute he mentions that he doesn't like cops. Like,
It's Detective Whitworth.
oh, he's showing
Oh,
him
my
what he
name's fine.
does to cops.
Thank you, sweetheart.
No, she works
You
on
enjoying
the...
yourself, detective?
on the horse.
Yeah,
Okay, so
well,
that's what I thought he meant.
I mean,
Yeah.
But then part
You
of me
know
was
me.
like, is he implying that Paul Walker's his new pretty blonde?
Like, I need a boy
you've
pretty
been on
blonde.
camera a long time.
She can
For
get
a
whatever
wedding
she wants
break.
in 5 minutes,
Shut up.
except if he's gay. And that's where you
Yeah.
come in. Oh, a rat?
Yeah.
Sit down.
I mean, that's a very well taken care of actor rat.
He's a
Like, you
big
can
fluffy rat.
Detective.
a big, fluffy, happy, brown rat with the cutest little ears in the
only
world.
direction it can go is south. Hold that.
That is so, like, it's very funny. It's so not a street rat. Why wouldn't you make one of your, like, guys do that? Because, like, he could...
Our.
Something you want to say?
I know, he's just an asshole. Like, he could bite...
Do what? Say it.
Give me the window.
Yeah, I always forget the torture rat scene.
You betray me. You ever touch another man again, and I'll kill you. You hear me? Look at me.
I
You hear
hate
me?
him. There, we have to make sure you hate him. He
Yeah.
did torture someone with a rat, but he's also mean to women.
We need to add in the violence against
She was
women
into it,
thing.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Brian, they're gonna kill you. I heard him telling Enrique and Roberto. Once you finish the run, they're putting a bullet in your head.
You sure you heard him?
No, thank you.
Are you sure you heard him right? That's the question you ask her. She looks like she just ran there.
Every time I see y'all, man, y'all got the silk shirts on, jewelry, you know, looking real Miami. You know, I caught you walking up in the club. You got the hamburger meat all hanging out. You know?
Don't make that run.
Yeah, no.
Don't make that run.
Be careful.
Is there
Yeah,
a deleted?
also, there's a deleted
Is
scene
there-
that she asked to get taken out of them, like, I think hooking up.
If that to me, that little kiss there felt like we're missing a deleted scene developing.
Yeah, there
their
was a
relation-
scene that she
'cause-
asked to have taken out
Fine.
of them hooking up. I don't know where it would have been in the movie, but I would assume it would have been there.
Wait,
like,
do you
before
mean
that.
Eva Longoria asked to have it taken out of the movie? Or
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
I don't know why. I just read it in Fun Fact. She asked for it to be taken out.
Wow, that's interesting.
So I don't know, maybe she wasn't super comfortable with it, or she
I-
revealed more than she wanted to later. But I appreciate that they respected that decision.
Oh, totally. I don't think Eva Longoria, besides being like this kind of character, like the sex pot character, I can't think of a lot of like on-screen sex scenes she's
Yeah.
done. Maybe she just decided she wasn't comfortable doing them.
Yeah.
Which
it
is
could have just
fine.
been that, but yeah, you know, it could have
feels-
just been a
feels
feeling.
like maybe they should have reshot a scene of them, like just a relationship building scene.
Yeah, because it feels like they did do, like, they weren't sure which one they were going to go with, so they shot the scene where he's surprised that she's there in the morning.
It feels like they kind of went, yeah, like, oh, okay, that's like she ran in, like, saying, like, they're gonna
Yeah.
kill you, and then it was really more the like kiss at the end that's the surprise.
Yeah,
me,
so
but
it must have happened. The scene probably should have gone before.
I would
one
think
of these.
so.
But yeah,
Because
it was
if it
taken
had gone
out.
there in like the more or like a scene before or something, then that would have made sense. Otherwise, I feel like the scene there should have been like slightly longer and with more tension and be like, don't get yourself killed, you know, and then more
Yeah.
like a second more of, and then like because that was very not like this is the first time they've kissed.
Yeah, no, it was
And that-
like, that's a crazy choice.
That's a crazy choice to just be like, don't get yourself killed. Like, okay, well, bye.
Yeah, it was cut out.
Like that's kind of a wild first kiss, but you know, whatevs. It's like, I mean, I'm glad, like you said, I'm glad they obviously respected it. If she wasn't comfy.
That's
with
just
the
what
scene.
I read. Oh, Walker's like, I don't speak Spanish.
Put down the gun!
over. Let's go.
Yeah, they're my favorite. I really like hanging out with them. You could maybe wait one more second.
Like 20 minutes. I don't know. We just make sure they left. Oh, she's there. Why did you think she was somewhere
looks
else?
really cozy and casual for a run.
To breakfast with some friends.
Rowan plans to kill us after we give him the money.
Driving into an ambush was never part of the deal. I'm calling this off.
Like hell you are. This is a customs case, Bilkins.
Bilkins is such a good dude.
I do. Look,
yeah.
This is real simple.
He's like, no, we're not putting their fucking lives in danger.
Ronan his cash together so I can move in for the bust. All right?
Is it just me, or like does that just not seem like not just a good dude thing, but like why would you not like just try and protect your that's surely half
you should protect your
surely
assets, and they didn't agree when they to something where they could get shot at the end. Like, I understand they were agreeing to go undercover for a mob boss, but like the plan was they would just get paid.
Yeah, I also feel like they agreed to like a certain level of danger with, you know, the street racing and the mob boss and all that sort of stuff, but like surely protecting your assets is like number one thing in like police textbook, like for your undercover agents. If they are like, hey, I am about to be found out or killed or something, then you pull them out.
Yeah. This guy wants to get for
No, I'm with you, but
more
I do
than
think
he
I
cares
do think
about them.
I do think that is like handbook.
But I know this guy's got an ass full of loot that he's ready to dump in our cars. And I can think of 2 reasons why Verone doesn't need that money anymore.
Here we go.
You and me. Just like the old days. What do you think?
I think
we're gonna rob the robbers.
Yo, Tej, what's up, bro?
What up, Shouty?
Hey, man, how quick
Shouting. See, look, he does have a cell phone.
If y'all really, with the way things are shaping up out here right now, it'll be a matter of time before I'm back in there or dead. So I'm trying to eat all I can while I can. Plus, the doctor tell me I got a high metabolism.
Man, you remember us growing up?
What a weird character.
You know, play football in the dirt.
Wilding out, crazy, man. No one can tell me nothing. Riding solo.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Oh,
they're back together.
I love them.
Not anymore, bro.
I don't care. I love their relationship. I know it's not a good movie. I don't care.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's the third exit after the bridge.
Bridge.
Got it.
So what up, man? You
My
ready for
favorite
this?
Paul Walker line.
Come on, man. Guns, murderers, and crooked cops. I was made for this, bruh.
He says as he didn't even want to do this job in the first place.
Yeah, he was like, I'd have hated you.
In the first... There's always money in the banana stand. I don't think you've seen that show.
All units, move on the trailer property right now. Move.
That didn't seem
Not
like 15
giving them
minutes.
the window.
That
no, he decided, fuck my family.
PD is moving in on our guys.
3 bags in 1 car, huh? Yes, so.
That didn't seem like 15 minutes.
5, follow GPS.
That's why this guy was no good at cars. He's a techie.
Computer nerd.
And this is 2003, so computer nerds are bad.
Yeah, they can't like cars.
Computer nerds are losers. We won't need them for another couple of movies, I'm assuming.
Whee!
They're catching up, man. Shut up, man.
Just shut up.
Just shut up, man. Yeah. Good thing that came up again. The electricity crackling looks really bad, I have to say.
But it looks like in real life.
Oh, that... Brian loves hanging outside of cars
He loves
chases.
it. They can't drive for shit.
That I
They just
believe.
drove past a Golden Corral, an American
noticed
staple.
that.
Oh wait, no, that's the regular police,
Oh, it's
not
the
the
regular
custom.
police, not the FBI people.
Got it. Looks good.
It's crazy that they don't have like an interagency way to do that.
Too, but you know, we're just not gonna. I suppose. Well, I guess they wouldn't, right? Because he has cops on his payroll, so if they told the cops.
Come on, stay with me, boys.
Unless I don't know what the twist is. I just feel that there's gonna
Neither
be
does
one.
Wilkins. He's confused.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick.
Whoa! He liked that Brian said something.
Yeah. Oh, there's other pink girls too. Cute. The other girls on her team. Also a very good like action movie, heist movie-esque beat. Like, confuse the cops because there's too many targets to follow. Like, that's some good shit.
Yeah, it's a fun heist movie.
Yeah, that's some good shit. They're trapped. But are they still in the same cars? No, they are, aren't they? No, they're not. They're not. They're not. That's the twist!
They're
yes!
not.
I fucking guessed it! Yes!
Whoa, fellas. I know my tags are out of date, but damn.
Love it.
Thanks a lot, bro, man. You're clutch.
I was saying that as well.
Yeah, Brian, you really do owe me, man. You really do. Us. Suki says you owe us, all right?
He says you owe us.
Us. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm getting the same number of citations as you.
It's a classic. Old school.
He just liked him a minute ago. Now he's pissed
He's
off
like,
again.
now you're annoying me again.
Kind of things, man. Want to see?
Me when I'm in the car and somebody keeps talking about cars for too long. The switch up between liking him and going back to a gangster also feels that we maybe had some.
Hello.
I mean, maybe that's the guy that. To be fair, that guy seemed to have more trouble speaking in English. Maybe he was like,
It's true.
I don't know what that means.
What do you mean, not Verone and Fuentes?
Oh no, he knows that move too.
Who said anything about an airstrip?
Plans are changing.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's going on a boat.
Brian, wrong place. Brian's woman is on her own with Verone. So Brian's not coming.
That's not.
Well, it's true because he could have just
It is
still
true,
ejected
I
that guy
guess,
out
yeah.
and met up with them.
I guess.
But he
yeah.
doesn't want to abandon her.
Here's your money.
So you know nothing about the agents that stormed my jet. The funny thing is, I only told one person about the airstrip.
I don't want to go on the boat, actually.
Get on the boat.
She said, actually, I get seasick pretty easily.
Yeah,
so
I shouldn't go on the boat. It'd be gross.
I thought we were taking a plane, honestly.
You know I like you, but I still gotta kill you. It's my job.
Old men do like Brian.
What's that?
Uh-oh. My ejectocito did not work.
It's about to get ugly.
Come on,
You went for the full head stomp.
Like, we have to save her.
They had her going,
Hi.
hello?
I thought you was dead, man.
Yeah, me too. That's to save my ass, bro.
What are you doing, Brian?
I don't know, but if Barone sees a
Something
helicopter
stupid.
customs boat, she's
Something
dead.
dumbass.
Boat?
Is he gonna drive onto the boat?
Boat? You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
That's
Yeah, I
so
think so.
fucking funny. He is crazy. But he's already done it once this movie, remember? I don't know if you could get that far. Hey, at least they have them be dazed for a half a second.
So we might have missed him.
He's like,
Brian's
yeah.
very shocked.
I do think it's funny though, like I am imagining just like absolutely she's on the top of the deck and they just run in, pulverize.
Know where she was on the boat.
They didn't know. They couldn't see her
The
anymore.
last they saw her, she was on top of the boat.
So we good, right? Our record's clean?
You held up your end. Your records are clean.
I think there was 3 per car. If I'm remembering correctly from earlier.
Thank you for holding my hand.
Yeah, he could have just shook his hand with the other hand and then it wouldn't have been such an awkward, like, dap. Like what you...
Hi.
Homie. I'll see you soon. You think he gonna get out? No, for real. You think he getting out there?
That's funny.
Take care of your decoys. They're free and clear.
Nice working with you, O'Connor.
Same here.
See you never, I guess. Thanks for saving my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay out here in Miami, man. Keep you out of trouble, bruh.
Open a garage together.
Garage? How we gonna do that, bruh? And we ain't hungry no more either, bruh.
From the cops again. That's amazing.
You're still bad, guys.
I love it. I've been calling her Eva Longoria this whole movie.
I have to.
I now remember who Eva Longoria is, and it's not her, bro.
Well, that's gonna be really good.
I'm so sorry to Eva Mendes. Eva Mendes, when you see this.
And I completely. Yeah, when she watches this, because she will.
When you see this, I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. Oh my god, I completely forgot.
I think because Eva Longoria's name is the most well known, we went, that's Eva the famous lady, and then we went to that one.
Yeah, but I honestly, Eva Mendes has been in like more stuff that I like.
Great engagement farming, Tessa. We're gonna get a lot of comments being like, that's not Eva Longoria.
So many. You should honestly just clip that up. Just like farm it on TikTok for engagement. Me fucking up her name the entire film. Through the whole goddamn thing, I called her Eva Longoria. And I even, like, knew all the fact, like, I know she's married to Ryan Gosling. I know they have 2 kids together. Like, but do I know her surname?
Happened.
Apparently not.
It happened.
Eva Mendes, I'm sorry to you, babe. I honestly like you better than Eva Longoria anyway. I think you like, but
Me
you
too.
know.
You filled this role, and I love this movie.
Yeah.
I like understand it's not the best Fast and Furious movie, but there's something about it that is just nostalgic without me having watched it as a kid, and I think it's just to the time of movies made in 2003.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I understand that it is not a full movie the way maybe the first one was. They definitely go harder on the cars, but it still kind of has its own idea.
I think that, okay, so my thoughts are like similar to like what we were saying about like Step Up, and so like the first one was like grittier for sure.
Yeah.
In that kind of like I felt like it was a twist that Brian was a cop. Like, I did not know that. I didn't see that coming at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
But even still, like, he didn't have the like resources and stuff like of a like, so it felt like when they were racing and stuff, like there was a lot on the line for all of them. Like, I remember like he like had to get that job to like get NOS access and stuff like that. So I guess I could see how in this one, like maybe people wouldn't like that, like they've got a lot of stuff. It doesn't seem like any of them are struggling to like get a car or like whatever. They bash these cars to fuck in the first one, and then just Suki's just designing her next car like it's no big deal, yo. Like, I could see that. It does feel a little more cartoony than the first one.
Oh, for sure. And I
Like,
think the problem is that
I was trying to find a car to pause it on because it looked real
Yeah.
stupid where I was paused.
The skyline.
I don't want to skip through the whole film to find a bit. No, I
That
could.
is the skyline.
Oh
We're
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I still had fun watching it. I have fun watching the first one too. I
I think if you're going into them looking for like cinema, you're not gonna
No.
find it. But if you go into it, be like, they're gonna do some dumb shit with cars and there's gonna be hot people, you're gonna have a great fucking time.
I think that my main thing when I was like a teen and I didn't see these movies, and like people would be like, "Oh, I like the Fast and the Furious movies," or "I like this." My thing was like, I don't like cars. Like, I don't. I'm
Yeah,
not.
100%. I wouldn't have appreciated this as much when I was younger.
I don't like cars, and also like I'm not interested in cars. And I think that maybe if you were like a car person or something, then like I could see how they would think that this one is
Mhm.
the worst, because this is not a movie about cars, it's an action movie.
Yeah, that's the thing, is
With
this one probably
racing.
has the most about cars. Like, has the most different amount of cars and like showing off of cars. From
Yeah.
here on, the next one, I think Tokyo Drift is very similar to this movie, but I
Yeah.
will say the acting is better.
Yes, I've seen Tokyo. So
Except for Lucas Black. But we'll
I've
get.
seen Tokyo Drift. That's the only one that I've seen. And
How
I
long ago
just
did you see it?
Oh, long time ago, so I
Long
won't
time.
remember much
Okay.
about it. I won't like I probably the last time I saw it was probably like 8 years ago at least.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, that's a long time ago.
it's been a while. I think I've maybe like had somebody watching it and then kind of watched scenes from it or something.
But yeah, that is kind of a thing where they become less and less about cars.
Which
and they just become more and more like action movies.
Which I knew already going into, like, I just knew that that was a thing in the series already. And then they get more ridiculous as they go on. So I knew that already. So I feel like in this one, this feels like a standard 2000s action movie with cars in
Yeah.
it. With a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
really
cars
what it
and
is.
racing. I guess, like, the first one did feel like they knew more about cars and they were talking
I
more
think,
about
yeah.
cars in the whole thing.
Yeah, this time they sometimes have like the Tej stuff, like, but like
Yeah.
the ludicrous stuff. But even then, he's really just using like kind of the most basic vocabulary.
I think he's like this one.
But
Is,
for me, who's not a car person, I'm like, yes, understands cars.
I think that it's more about the. It felt like it was much more about the like racing and not about the like the first one felt more about like it mattered more what they were doing to their cars, like, to be able to race kind of thing. And then there was like the
Yeah.
added cop storyline, and this one was like the cop thing and how they get out, and the mafia thing is the main storyline, and then the like street racing aspect and stuff is kind of just the framework that
Yeah,
the
I will
story.
say, yeah. Okay, then yeah, I would argue third has more to do with street racing than this one, which is
If you
probably why
think
people liked it
if you
more.
think about it, right, it is the main storyline is them getting off the mafia thing like that, and then the framework is set in like
Yeah.
street racing. So I guess it could see why you like maybe wouldn't like it because of that if you're a big fan of that. But for me, the reason that I didn't watch these movies growing up is because I just thought it was gonna be people babbling shit about cars for 2 hours, and I was
You're
gonna be
like, if
there
I
like,
knew it was an action
oh,
movie.
explain something else about cars. It's like, because I feel like the only people that I knew that were into them were like at the time were like guys that also were into cars. So I just thought that they were not for. I was never a hater. I just was like, these are not
I don't think I knew these movies
for
existed
me. I dated
at the time.
someone that was into cars, and then
Okay.
also I just feel like
Yeah,
I
I
just
feel like people who are into cars like these movies for different reasons than I like these movies.
Well, I wouldn't say I knew of them at the time because in 2003 I was a baby, but
Yeah.
like I think at like when maybe 4 or 5 was like coming out, I knew people that really liked them.
Hmm.
But I never watched them at the time.
Yeah, I love these movies for the insane shit and campiness and like
Yeah.
that for a long time throughout this series, you can tell that they don't think it's fucking insane. They think it's just cool. And you're just like,
Grounded.
no, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Which is like,
Um,
it very much feels like a movie can either be like super self-aware of how ridiculous it's being and then it works perfectly, or also on the other hand, if it's completely unaware of how ridiculous it's being, it's also very fun.
yeah. Yeah, and that's why there's an issue in the 9th one, for sure. But it seems to be corrected in the 10th mostly.
That's good.
I don't love 9, but I love 10, so
We'll
you know.
see. We'll see when I get to it. We'll have to do like a ranking after I finish all
4
of
is
them.
also gonna be a hard one, but we'll get through it. It might be better together, but like 4 is just kind of not the best of the early ones.
Yeah.
I think because it's sandwiched between 3 and 5, which I think are both high points of the franchise.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes 4 feel more like you're like, oh, can we get to 5? But
sure. I
but
guess
we're not even there yet. So
no, I guess for me at the moment, I mean, I think that my overall viewing experience of 1 was better because we were together and I was like fully just getting to laugh at all of the ridiculousness. Honest to God, this one felt at times less ridiculous. Like it was still ridiculous, but I guess I was already like kind of primed for it.
yeah, I think it primes you for it. I think also what they're stealing, like they're trying to help like an actual like insane drug lord and shit. And the other one, they're like stealing DVD players, and you're like,
I think
Vince risking his life for DVD players right now.
I think that was like honestly, some of that stuff felt less grounded because of that, because of like the whole like gang doing things, whereas this one felt like, I mean, it's a very classic action movie stakes is to be like,
Yeah.
you did something bad, but now the cops have you and they'll expunge your record if you do something bad again, if you do an undercover thing again. I feel like I've seen like 100 action movies use that thing. So I guess that's why at that point I'm already in the formula of a movie that
You're like, yes, this has told me. This happened.
I've seen that movie formula before, and I don't feel like too many things happened outside of that original movie formula that were ridiculous. Like I was like, oh, what are they gonna do? Oh no, all the cars are here. I get who would
all the crazy stuff was within the cars in this one
exactly,
as well.
Yeah.
But the end when they drive the car onto the boat is
that was really stupid.
That's the stupidest.
That was
and you're
really
like, yes.
And I do feel like they acknowledged it a little bit by being like, this is
like,
some real Dukes of Hazzard shit, which is, but I also liked how it was a callback. We primed
it was a
callback to
Yeah,
Bridge.
I think it's a fine action movie. I think you have to respect your elders. If you love the new Fast and Furious, they don't exist without this film, okay?
I thought it
They
was
just
fine,
don't.
and I guess that we'll have to go back, and I guess my rating will be changed based on whether or not I'm rating
Yeah.
how funny or enjoyable they are as a Fast and Furious movie or just based on whether or not I think it's an okay film, because I think this is
Yeah.
an okay film. It's not
Okay, and I also think the leads have good chemistry, and like other than the kind of forced romance plot, there's not a huge romance plot in this movie either, which I think is kind of interesting.
And I didn't think it was bad, and I think, yeah, both Tyrese and Paul Walker could act. I don't know why they made his character eat all the time. They like a very brief that was probably
He
one of
was
the
in prison and had bad food, so now he eats good food.
It was, yeah, but it was a little silly. It was just like it was just a silly detail to choose to have him like
Yeah, it's
on
not going anywhere.
a macro level to be like, what should we make this character care about now that he's out of
Food.
prison? I know. We'll have him eating food all the time, eating food all the time. And it's like, okay. Like,
It's like, all right, I guess.
it's like,
I guess liking food is a
it's a
personality trait.
personality trait, sort of.
But
Like,
I think overall, it's a fun installment if you are willing to just watch it and be like, this is stupid. But I'm having a good time.
I wasn't expecting anything. I think if I was expecting anything more out of this entire series, I would have,
Almost worse when they take themselves too seriously. But at the same time, they still have to take it somewhat seriously, or they try to be self-aware, and you're like, oh,
No,
I don't
it
like it when
has
you're
to
self-aware.
it has to be grounded in like
But
some reality.
yeah, and that stunts are what stops being grounded in reality, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like this, I believe he maybe could have driven that car onto the boat. But there are some stunts in upcoming movies where you're like, no!
Also, like, it is a little unbelievable that they're just like stunned for like a second and then they're fine. But like
They're fine.
I'm sure for like they'll do crazier shit and then be completely fine and not even stunned a little bit. That's what I was saying. I was like,
Oh my god, I
at
can't wait till we
at
get to
least
fucking 5, 6, and 7, bro.
at
It's
least
such
they
a good
gave
3-string.
At least they gave him a second of being like, oh fuck, we just crashed our car into a boat.
I think 5, 6, and 7 are the golden age of that section of the films.
Yeah.
Because they even get so crazy after that you're just like, I'm just gone. I'm just gone. But when they first start getting there, it's like 1, 2, and 3 are very much the car era.
Yeah.
And the racing era. And then we start, like, 4 is like a transition film, and then 5, 6, and 7 are like, this is Fast and the Furious,
Which
baby.
is why I'm like, I don't know how I can effectively rate this film at the moment, other than it seemed like a normal action movie with cars to me.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy, silly action movie.
This is just a generic, okay-ish action movie. I think that if I had maybe bought a ticket to it at the time, I would have been like, it was fine.
Okay.
Like,
well, especially back when, like, we in high school would go to a matinee every weekend, like, we would have saw this.
I would have seen it. I feel
like we were like, all right.
I feel like you and I probably wouldn't have chose it, but if somebody else was like, let's go
No.
see that one, we would have been like, okay.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I just want to see a movie.
Sure. And we wouldn't have, it's just not the type of movie you go out of, at least for me, going out of like being like, oh, that was so cool. Remember when this happened or that happened? I just would have been like, that was fine.
I'd be like, you believe they drove a car on a boat?
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's, you know. So
the pink car and the car on the boat
Slay.
is what and the Nissan Skyline are what I take from this film.
Slay.
And the introduction of Tej and Roman are the other two important parts. Their characters will be back.
Will be back. I did know that. I knew that. I know that because I've seen them like in other
and like ads and shit,
pictures and stuff.
But overall, I think we had fun. I hope you guys had fun.
Hope you guys had fun.
let us know between 1 and 2 which one is your favorite. Did like you watch these movies at the time?
Yeah.
Because it could be a thing too where we're watching this in 2024, almost
I think that's
2025, and we're
part of
going,
it.
it's iconic. And then in 2003, you were like, this is nothing like the previous movie.
I think that's gotta be it. I think that's gotta be why
Right.
people didn't like it.
There's gotta be a mix there. So let us know what you thought of this movie. Make sure you subscribe.
Gotta
I'm
subscribe.
hoping the plan is once we have enough and we can like plan it, I want these to come out every week. Like every Sunday you get a new Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah, we just gotta
So
bank a couple.
hopefully that is the plan. And make sure you subscribe so you never miss a Fast and Furious movie. Because we've got a lot of movies to get through.
Got a
Technically,
lot.
we have 11 if you include Hobbs and Shaw. And by the time we finish filming these, I feel like the actual 11 might be out.
Yeah, probably.
We're not watching the animated show on Netflix.
No, we're not gonna watch that.
We're not watching that.
Sorry.
Don't bring it. We didn't watch the short film between these two movies
I'm not watching the short
either. It's just about Brian he goes to Miami. Okay, that's it.
Well, he's here already. We're
yeah,
done.
He's already here. You don't need it. It's not needed. But let us know what you thought and if you liked this. And we're watching the rest, whether this
we're
series
gonna watch
does
the
well
rest
or
whether or
not,
not you like them, just because we're gonna do it. But we hope you had fun as well. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.
Bye.